We open Week 9 in the Arenalacrosseleague with a battle of the two top teams from Brampton Memorial Arena as the Express host the unbeaten defending champion Whitby Steelhawks. Hello again, Lance Wynn partnered up with JVI Productions. Starting goalies for the visiting Steelhawks, it'll be Will Johnston. And at the other end, Dylan Sprints will get the call for the Express, of course, wearing their home grays. Officials for tonight's game, it's a double dual crew. The crew chief is Joel Firmhand Furman. He's joined by Roger Nurse. Head coaches for Whitby, it's Ryan Degerden, missing in action, but still in the vicinity is Brad Reed. And for Brampton, Jeff Dowling runs the ship. His assistants are Kevin Haynes and Ryan Campbell. As we get set to go here, of course, the Steelhawks come in a perfect 8-0. Their last win, 16-8 over Toronto. The Express, well, they've been riding high. They've won their last three. Most recently, 16-13 win over the Peterborough Timbermen. And off the draw, violation will give the Express the opening offensive possession of this game. And the last time, of course, these two teams met, it was an 11-10 win, January 4th, for these Steelhawks in overtime. So we'll see what transpires here. Curtis Ward looking down low for Gavin Tebow. They couldn't connect. And scooping that up, Johnston doesn't have anyone to find, and he'll loft one up, and running under it is Cody Hamley. So the Steelhawks now will get their first offensive possession of this game, and expect both these teams to be very deliberate. Keep an eye out, though, when it comes to transition. The Whitby Steelhawks are the league's best. Pfeiffer trying to work his way through, backhand pass, and that's through the crease. So you want to talk about keeping your eye on someone. Devin Pfeiffer, of course, one of the Fife Dog crew. He's certainly one to keep an eye on. Liam Osborne, the captain for the Steelhawks, also a threat at both ends. Jake McNabb, late getting here. He'll take that pass, roll over, wrong stick side, kick it over, and down low. Ward picks the corner. So having an outstanding season, Curtis Ward, that's his first of the game, 22nd goal of the season for Curtis Ward, and he is rocking this league 1-0 for the Express. We'll get you in the know about what else is set to transpire here on Week 9. Of course, 2 games tomorrow and then 1 on Sunday. And off the draw, it's picked up the Express. Back to work, Tyler Halls. He'll clear some space now, and the Brampton offense will head back out on the floor. Zach Sutherland rolling through. Keep an eye, Penn Estrat also. Tebow looking for Searle, nothing doing there. Estrat, dump it down, 5 in the shot clock. Tebow working one-on-one. Tries for the dunk, nothing doing. Johnston closed that off, and it will belong now to the Whitby Steelhawks. So really haven't had a chance yet to see this Steelhawks offense in motion. But they certainly firing on all cylinders, including this guy here in Luke Keenan. Keenan on the run. That one steered aside by Sprints. Rebound picked up. Osborne swinging around York. Orpana will survey. Still have plenty of time. Looking down low. And that quick shot from Osborne probably should have went overhand, not sidearm. No reset. Manual count going now, as that'll be another reset picked up and a fresh 20. Osborne taken down on the double team. So some good work there by Trevor McDonald. His first year in the Arenalacrosseleague, and he has certainly had an impact, this Brampton team. 5-3 the Express. Hitting a trailer. Hans Hazen looking down low. McNabb couldn't corral it. Austin Hazen, of course, offensively. A threat out there. Big shot as Owen Boyle teed one up from well out. Picked up now the Express. Now McNabb down at the other end. Good save made there. So Johnston tested early. He's only surrendered one as we hit the 12-minute mark here, opening quarter. Pretty much full rosters for both these two teams. Just a couple noted absences. Cole Hanrahan not in the lineup. Neither is Tyler Goodchild for the Steelhawks. Neil Adamson missing. And Riley DeLille for Brampton. Searle inside, not able to connect. Good defense as the Steelhawks close that one off. Shot clock winds down, and a good stand by the defending champs. They'll pick it up now and look to work it up over the timeline. So this one sort of fallen right into suit with the last time these two teams met. A tight affair, not high scoring at all. And again, they needed overtime to decide it. Keenan ducks in, has Orpana with him and Osborne. Osborne trying to chase it down, gets knocked off it, and Andrew Horsley will pick that up, and he'll move it up. McDonald, wrong stick side. He'll look for a trailer coming in, circle around, finds Sutherland. Sunderland beats a man, goes to the far side, and we're going to have first penalty of the game, and it's going to be a too many men on the floor call, and it looks like it's going to go to the Brampton Express. So as we're just under 11 minutes here and just looking for some clarification. So that is the case, too many on the floor. First power play opportunity of the game, and it goes to the Steelhawks. They come in working at a 60% efficiency rate on the power play. That's not too shabby. So Pfeiffer at the top. Osborne steps in. Stick got lost by Jonah Beam, and that slowed it down, and instead it gets picked up. And Sprents now with a pass up to Halls. Halls, 2-on-2, working with Tebow. Couldn't get it cleanly. Pfeiffer back there, diving around, trying to knock that ball loose. It remains loose, and it's going to be Keenan that brings it up over the timeline, and they'll reset now the power play. McGregor out there on that right crease. Pfeiffer at the top. He is the quarterback. Orpana has some room, goes to the underhand. Good job of cutting down that angle now, and McDonald's going to look to move it up. Runs into Keenan. Keenan takes him to the boards. Good roll right over the timeline and zipped across, and they'll set up shop now with Curtis Ward. Under 10 minutes to go. Stepping into one is Hazen. Had that partially deflected, and that'll go out of play. It'll belong back to the Steelhawks with 45 seconds left in a man advantage. Tomorrow's games, the Oshawa Outlaws take on the Peterborough Timbermen. Then Six Nations Snipers will meet the Toronto Monarchs. That at the track. Top corner beauty. So Osborne just had to sort of recalibrate that sight of his and finds the top corner for his first of the game power play marker. And we are tied at 1. Liam Osborne, of course, the captain and leader of this team. And when I had a chance to speak with head coach Ryan Degerton before the game, his concern was the biggest challenge he had was making sure that these guys understand just because you have an 8-0 record, it means you still have to bring the effort even more so each game because now you got a target on your back. Everyone's trying to beat you. Boyle goes to the bounce off the post. So great to see Owen Boyle back in the lineup as he's missed some time with injury and back out there with these Steelhawks. Orpana, good move. Tried to slide the underhand to the other top corner. Nothing doing there. Sprents now. Outlet will send away Estrat. Degerton's whole thing was that these guys have all bought in, and that's been the great thing. And playing to Karen perfectly is Searle. So a good job by Searle as he picks up his first of the game, and the Express answer right back and lead 2-1. So I think if you're Ryan Degerton, you certainly wanted that one back. You talk about that. His thing, too, was transition lacrosse. He really emphasizes that he wants his team to run. As Matthews tried to split two, Keenan took it from him. And this Whitby team, of course, probably the most effective transition team in the Arenalacrosse League, certainly this year. Osborne has room. Osborne, big save, sprints. Rebound gobbled up, and on the move is Tyler Halls. Halls has two with him, goes to the bounce. That one steered aside by the left pad of Johnston. Ward battling for it. Matt Boissonneau in it as well, and it's Woods that'll come away with it. Good job by Nate Woods. McDonald on him. He'll flip and stay out there on offense. Orpana half boards left side. Looking for a duck in. Skips it across. Boissonneau one-on-one. Working with Duncan Cart with the extra E. Good defense, Cart. 4 in the shot clock. That shot from way out, and if you're the Express, you're going to take that all day. And we talk about the Whitby transition game as Tebow. That's twice now Tebow hasn't been able to find that pocket. When I spoke with Jeff Dowling prior to the game, Dowling's whole thing was we played them tough before, but they really have to keep an eye on the transition game. That is where it's won or lost, and he's got his guys certainly ready here today. That pass picked up. Clancy on the move. Good transition defense, and that forced a bounce shot that Sprent smothered. And as we encroach on the 7-minute mark, Estrat's going to roll off a check, has some room, thought about it. Ward tried to split two, probably should have taken a quick shot. He was right in prime shooting territory, and Crowley now gets it ahead, 2-on-1. And instead of sliding it over, going upstairs, Sprent's made that look easy. Quick pass, and it's back the other way. Jones dumps it off. That one moved in by Janke, and that's a crease call. And wasting no time, working a 2-on-2. Transition, Osborne pressing as always. Swinging around, Boyle to Keenan. Keenan working one-on-one. Hall's on him. Trying to duck it again, Osborne. Flipped it, not able to connect with Pfeiffer. And a quick outlet pass will send away the speedy Matthews. Colin Matthews, wrong stick side. He'll put on the brakes. Wait. Butka now will look, and they'll work it over to Hazen on the right side. Gets a screen. Finds Ward. Ward steps into one. Another good save. Rebound picked up. Fresh 20 to work with now for the Express. Butka had a notion. Was looking for Jones inside. Ball loose. Well played by Ward. Finds a man. Another good save. Two good saves there made by Johnston. And Whitby now will counter the other way with the Fife Dog. End-to-end action here, of course, opening up week 9. Quick pass, quick stick, good save on a great lateral movement by Sprents. And now here come the Express, and it's Janke. He'll work at Estrat. Estrat goes to the overhand. That never found its way through. Ball going to be loose. Estrat tracks it down. Goes over the line. That's an over and back call. And so I think that was a good call. I'm not sure where the argument is, but that was a good call. And with 5:14 to go, that'll give us a chance to take a break. Officials timeout. We'll be back. Set to go after our officials timeout. 2-1 game in favor of the Brampton Express. We are at Brampton Memorial Arena. Jump starting the offense. Orpana curling around. Got the underhand to go, but Estrat trying to track it. Instead he will, and he'll move it up over the timeline. Flip to Ward. Ward couldn't get it cleanly. Sutherland's going to battle for it, and that's going to get knocked away. And Hazen tried that. That's too many on the floor. You're in the box, but you touch the ball. And that's an easy call for Roger Nurse. So I think the intention was a good one. But that's exactly what Roger Nurse said. You can't play it when you're on the bench. And Steelhawks 1-for-1 with the man advantage will get their second power play opportunity of the game. So usual suspects out there with Orpana and Keenan on that left side. McGregor and Osborne on the right. Fife Dog at the top. Orpana able to waltz right in and pick that corner. Second power play goal ties this game at 2. So coming in with a 60% efficiency on the power play, these Steelhawks are masters at capitalizing on the opportunities that they get. Going to be important for Brampton to stay out of the box. Boissonneau gets it, flips, and here come the Steelhawks. Orpana one-on-one. Finds a trailer, and that one gets picked off. Good job, Jonah Beam. Ahead to Matthews. Matthews now working one-on-one. Osborne on him. Pushes him out. Osborne will try to run him down. Matthews will dump it off, and they'll reset with Hazen. Hazen gets a screen. Looking for the dump off. Ward on the interchange. Janke in tight. Hazen, but he cut down the short side, and that one's going to be an illegal hit. Possession will belong right here with the Express on the late check as we're under 4 minutes to go here, opening quarter. So far, this has been all we expected. Hazen goes to the sidearm bounce. That will go off of the arm of Johnston and out of play. So 20 more now for the Express, of course, in the Arenalacrosseleague, the 30-20 shot clock where it doesn't reset to 30. You get 20 if you regain possession. Ward from way out, top corner bullet. And that was a beautiful use of the defender as a screen as Ward put that right over the defender's shoulder and over the shoulder of Johnston. Curtis Ward with his second goal of this game, 23 on the season, and it's a 3-2 lead for the Express. Off the draw again, another violation, and it'll belong to Brampton. And they will hold it up with Janke. Janke looking for a step. Gets bounced right back out. Jacob Janke has been a bright spot in this Express lineup. Ward does a great job to elude a couple defenders. Can't get that one on net. Ball loose. Ward comes away with it. Down low, one-handed grab. Shot, and another good save there by Johnston on what was a in-tight opportunity. Hamley teetering on that line. McDonald almost pushed him back. Keenan saves the day. Give and go. Quick one, McGregor. And they're calling no because Keenan was in the crease when the ball went across the timeline. Chance here for Jones. Jones wide of the mark. I think that may have gone off the toe of Johnston and out of play, so possession will belong back to Brampton. So a tough one as Braden McGregor was in the scorer's column, but Keenan in the crease there, and it remains 3-2. Good job on the short hop. That one rings off the crossbar. So having some good looks, Nathan Jones. So remember, we got a Nathan Jones and a Nate Woods. Don't confuse the two. Sutherland, first shot of the game for him. Jones goes airborne. Had it, regrouped, ran it down again. Woods on him, dumps it off. Give and go. Jones got it back, and he got it off the post. Sutherland will bail him out. 20 more. McNabb. McNabb goes right to the basket, and an easy save there for Johnston as we hit the 2-minute warning. Good job to leg it over the timeline. But instead, it's McNabb. So Jake McNabb, quiet until now, picks up his first of the game, 18th of the season. And the largest lead now is 4-2 for the home side Express. So Brampton wanted to find a way to counter the transition game of the Steelhawks, and they certainly are doing that, giving them a taste of their own medicine. Off the drop, Boissonneau trying to run it down. He does. Pinned in the corner on the double team. Kicks it back out. Swings it to Keenan. Labar on him. Keenan will work it back to the right. Osborne or Pana. Looking to duck in. Looking for some room. Swings it across. Osborne now. Looking down. Tough pass to complete. Or Pana will bail him. 7 on the shot clock. Pfeiffer. He'll let that one go. It went through a crowd. Got deflected. A little bit of a soccer dive going on there. Nothing doing. And now it's going to be Estrad over the timeline. Hazen. One-on-one, kicks it out. Ward now with some room to operate. Into the final minute. Hazen, two-man game. Hazen, good spin, goes to the bounce. That was a fine move by Austin Hazen as the big man, light on his feet, great spin move, and went to the bounce to pick up his first of the game. It's 5-2 now, Brampton. You look at Whitby's 8-0 record and you think, well, they have just sort of cruised through everything, but they've played 2 overtime games and have had a 2-goal affair, so they've got tested. Boissonneau on the run off the draw. Tried to go 5-hole. That was saved. Good job there by Sprents. And now Brampton going to look to counter. 40 seconds left. Janke ducking through a couple, weaving through. Bouncing off checks, finally flips it off. McNabb swinging around. They'll settle it down here. 15 on the shot clock. McNabb finds the mark. So another one, similar to Osborne, you give McNabb some time to get that scope set just right, and he's now 2 for 2. Second goal of the game. Largest lead of the game for Brampton with 23 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Now, we have seen this story written before with the Steelhawks, where they get off to a slow start but always seem to bounce back. Or Pana, 15 on the game clock. Good double team there. Card and Beam. They get it out to Halls. Halls with 10 seconds, got to get it over the timeline, though, and he does. Great work. Chance, Ward out late, goes to the bounce. Great save there by Johnston, and that will do it. Buzzer goes. 15 have whizzed on by. 6-2, home side. We'll be back with the second. So for second quarter action, the Brampton Express have put together an impressive opening 15 minutes here, as they'll look to build on that, and officials always got to deal with those external factors like the coaches yelling off the draw. Matthews, the speedster, comes away with it on a clean win. And Sutherland now will set up shop. Estrad looking to work it around out there with Jones and Ward. Sutherland fakes the flip, curls back out, looks it, good swing. That one knocked down by Keenan. Good defense, no reset. 5 on the shot clock. Sutherland again, another good job of getting a stick in the shooting lane. So a good job by the Steelhawks on that opening defensive stand. And now they'll work it up over the timeline. Pfeiffer, wrong stick side. He'll get bounced right back out. He'll go find his spot, and they'll work it down low to Boyle. Boyle looking for someone, swings it around. Keenan will kick it. Fife dog ducks back in. 8 on the shot clock. Labar working him over. Pfeiffer behind the net, looking back out front, couldn't complete with Osborne. York will pick it up, got to shoot it, and he'll just drop it. So one good defensive stand deserves another, and the Express now back on offense. Janke, he's going to go for a run on his wrong stick side. Hazen comes stepping into one, and a good save there as Johnston got that left pad out in time. McNabb will swing it around. They'll work it to Ward. Ward. Janke. Hamley all over him. Ward Keeping it on this side as Hazen takes a quick shot. Tebow's been quiet. He'll get that shot, but it's a weak one, and possession will belong to the Whitby Steelhawks. So both teams coming up empty in their opening possessions here in the second quarter. And they'll go back to work now, the defending champs, trailing by 4. Orpana worked a 2-man game as Keenan looking for some room. Not able to handle that. Tough pass as it drifted as Matthews will scoop that up, and he'll look to move it up. And he does now to Beam. They'll set up on the half boards, wait for Ward. Ward beats one man. Ward looks, kicks it around, has Sutherland. Sutherland goes for a quick shot right on. Scooped up, and Johnston now will look for some assistance of his own. Quick outlet, and they're up over the timeline. Orpana. Osborne's going to bull his way in. He's got the size advantage. Working one-on-one, he rings it up the crossbar. So that's one of the qualities that Liam Osborne brings. He knows when he's got a mismatch size-wise. Dumping in and tucking that one is Hazen. So Austin Hazen standing tall, his second of the game, pushes the lead now to 7-2. And this pretty close to the largest deficit that the Steelhawks have seen so far in their first 8 games. So you figure when you're sitting perfect at 8-0, you've got some leeway as far as the standings go, but you got to remember 14 weeks and you can't turn it on and off. You have to get into a groove and stay in that groove. And if anything, you can turn it up a notch, but you never turn it down. Hazen, one-on-one. Boysono on him. There's a mismatch. The switch off. McNabb now working with Boysono inside that dotted half circle. Looking to post up. Hazen, skip. Ward. Back to McNabb. McNabb changes the angle. He rings it off the pipe himself. So a fresh 20 for the Express here. They just seem to be in a bit of an easier flow on offense than the Steelhawks. Steelhawks seem to be getting shots that are much further outside that dotted half circle. Tebow gets a shot on. Going to try to run it down. Can't. Gets pushed almost over the line. Turns it over. Boysono. Quick pass ahead. Wide open. Woods picks the corner. So Nate Woods. Great transition goal, and the credit certainly to Boysono to get that up ahead. That's his first of the game. He's got 15, and that stops the 5-goal run by the Express and trims the lead now to 7-3. Off the draw, well, we have a quick second with Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer's going to go for a run. We certainly want to send a shout out to Tommy Beckett and know that not just the Arenalacrosse League, but all of lacrosse are rooting for you, Tommy, and we're all in your corner, and we expect to see you back at this rink sometime soon. So you keep battling there and know that we're your teammates and we're battling with you. Pfeiffer bounced out, good defense, backhand try by Boyle, loose, and again the Express have just tightened the noose here on defense, and they have forced Whitby out of their comfort zone. Trevor McDonald getting his first touch on offense now. Out there with Janke and Ward. He'll work that left side. Ward down low. Hazen! Great cut, but creased the call. So he did tiptoe on that line. Good call by Roger Nurse. And now the Steelhawks will work it up into the offensive end with Cameron York. Keenan's bouncer. So back-to-back goals for the Steelhawks. cuts the lead now to 3-7-4. And that's one of the things about this defending champs. They can put up goals in a hurry. Also want to send a message out to veteran goalie and mainstay in the Arena Lacrosse League, Craig Wendy, fortunate enough to get the better end of a car accident is the only other way I can put it, but we are extremely glad that him and his son are safe, and we want you to take as much time as you can and as much time as you need, but understand that you are missed here in the Arena Lacrosse League. So get well, stay well, and we look forward to seeing you again. Boysono's bullet right on. McDonald on the outlet. He's going to run under it now. We are at the 9.5-minute mark here, first half. Ward ducks under. Ward rings it off the post and in. I tell you, Curtis Ward is starting to make this game of lacrosse look easy. That's his third of the game, and just his demeanor and his composure, it's been a pleasure to watch him over the last couple of seasons develop. So the 2-goal spurt answered by the Express, and they continue to lead this one 8-4 now. Off the draw, Beam and Boysono. Janke rushes in there, and it's scooped up by Osborne. Osborne eludes a check. Osborne, he'll kick it back out. They'll slow it down now and work it to Keenan. Keenan in traffic, and Orpana wasn't even open. Hall's now on the run. Has Estrat with him. No look pass. Estrat took the shot before he had it in the pocket. And now the Steelhawks going to counter the other way. But good transition defense. Cuts down the opportunity. McGregor on the right side. He'll kick it back out, working to Fife. Pfeiffer, been quiet so far in this one. McGregor. Pfeiffer extra on that screen. Ball loose. Keenan battling for it. McDonald now is going to 5 on the shot clock. He'll decide to pick it up and move it up, and it's Ward. Sorry, Matthews. Matthews beats a man. He'll curl back out as he runs it to Highland and kick it back out, and Janke will slow it down. Sorry, Jones. McNabb. Delayed penalty coming to the Steelhawks. 7 on the shot clock. Net empty. McNabb has room. Tried to go top corner. Rebound. Tebow. The long arm of the law. Finally found one. Had it drop into his pocket, and he finished nicely. Tebow's first of the game, and pushes the lead now to 9-4. So Coach Jeff Dowling and his staff have prepared some kind of game plan here. Janke turns the corner, but wrong stick side. Boysono's going to chase him down and over to the right side. And they'll swing it back to the left now and work it with Halls. Sutherland ducks in. Tough pass to Estrat. He made a good recovery, though. 8 on the shot clock. Runs into a couple of defenders. Swings it across. Shovel try by Halls right on. Tyler Hall's creative there. Johnston had to be awake. Osborne. 1-on-1. Looking for an opening. He'll swing it back out. Woods out late. He'll curl out. Pfeiffer, good spin. Duck it in, close quarters, crease the call. So a good job by Brampton to close that down. Pfeiffer had a good opportunity, but he didn't have a whole lot of room to work with. McDonald. Good to see him back after a knee injury. sidelined him for a couple of games. Hazen. McDonald has some room, one-on-one, working on Crowley. Great job to take him down, and with 6:39 to go, that's going to take us to our officials' timeout. We'll be back. Set to go here as we continue with second quarter. Brampton Express have so far been very impressive, and a slashing call will give Brampton their first power play opportunity of the game. They come in, and their power play has just simply been lethal so far this season. 10 on the shot clock. McNabb, he's going to go for the underhand. That one goes off a leg. Boissonneau now in alone. Boissonneau. Twister, great save. Talk about stretching the right arm out. Dylan Sprents. One-on-one, and that's the toughest thing for any netminder in this sport. One-on-one on a breakaway. It's not like hockey. You can fumble that. As that one goes off the head of the stick, McNabb's going to have to work. Keeps it on the other side. Weller tries to track it down. Woods with him. Battle. McNabb still fighting for it. Ward in there to help out. Tebow scoops it. Shot clock, though, is going to go, and that's going to be a violation. We'll give, and it looks like Woods is going to go for an illegal cross-checking call. So Nate Woods, I think, laid down the lumber, and that's what got the call, and that will, and it looks like a 5-minute major called here on that. So Brampton's going to get, so it looks like it's been changed now. No, it hasn't. So it's 5. So it'll be a 5-on-3 now for what'll seem like an eternity for the Steelhawks. To work now. Sutherland, McNabb out there. Tebow, Ward. Hall's playing safety. Tebow tries to fish it out. Still has it loose. Boissonneau had it. He lost it. And Sutherland will settle it down. Plenty of time, shot clock looking for Tebow. Ward there to play the carom. Ward steps in, tried to go far side. Instead, carom goes, and Steelhawks are going to get it. Hamley has it pop out of his stick. McDonald chasing him down. Hamley will get it across the line. And a good job, burned some valuable seconds. 15 seconds left in the first penalty. So one step at a time for the defending champs. No look, Hazen's been on fire here in this game. Ward looking for Hazen again. Hazen tried to change the angle and go down, but nothing doing. One out of the box and still just under 4 minutes. One-on-one, Crowley tried to sneak one by, but Sprents was having none of it. And now Brampton will set up their power play one more time. So McNabb now will slide over to that shooter spot. Hazen will remain on the crease. Ward took something off. You saw him do that in the goal he just scored, and just deciding if that went off someone or what the call is. Officials do a great job to get together. And we know Joel Furman is the crew chief, but Roger Nurse is a crew chief too. So really, it's a double crew chief, and you like the way these guys manage a game. We're under 4 minutes to go here in the half. Keenan looking to eat up some valuable seconds. Osborne will swing it around. McGregor couldn't handle the pass. Instead, it's Estrat on the run. Wrong stick side. He'll wait. McNabb trailing late. Goes to the 5-hole. Jake McNabb on the money for the third time in this game. First power play goal for the Express. And they have extended the lead now to 6. It's 10-4, and there's still 3 minutes left in that major cross-checking penalty. So when I spoke with both coaches and spoke with Jeff Dowling, he said it's imperative that they stay out of the penalty box. They didn't, and Whitby 2 for 2 with the man advantage. Well, not following suit, Brampton has come back and answered. So how about that? Tyler Hall's going into his bag of tricks there. And that was a beauty finish, and right now the Express are rolling. So Hall's with his first of the game. So each team now with a couple of power play goals. And we're going to have a goaltending change. So Will Johnston will exit stage left, and Lucas Coote will come in. And if you've followed Lucas Coote, it's rare to see Lucas Coote come into a game. He's usually the starter, and he comes in, of course, with an impressive 5-0 record. So Lucas Coote between the pipes now, and it's Pfeiffer. See if the Steelhawks can get a little something going. Trailing 11-4. That one off the butt end of the stick. Boissonneau had it chopped away by Beam. Beam running him down. Great defense, Jonah Beam. Boissonneau, relentless, stays with it, kicks it out. Pfeiffer ducks in. Pfeiffer changes the angle, couldn't get it off. 5 on the shot clock. Keenan tried to slip one through 2 defenders. Nothing doing as Medeiros now will come away out of the scrum, and they'll set it up now with Horsley. So if you're Brampton, you could not have played a better half here than they're doing. Ward waits for McNabb, goes to the sidearm, and they test Coote early on. Sutherland tracks it down, 20 more for Brampton. Tebow one-on-one with Pfeiffer. Got a size advantage. Tebow shot, good save, Coote. Pfeiffer going to try to run it down. Pfeiffer now with a break. To the bounce, and it's stopped and scooped. So how about Sprents? Picked that up on the short hop. And Hazen now will step into the top corner. Oh my, Austin Hazen. Bulging the twine for the 3rd time. So whatever the Express seem to be putting together is working here today, as they are putting on a clinic here. 12-4 the lead as we are just under the 2-minute warning. Off the draw, Beam. Estrat puts on the brakes, and they'll set up shop now and work it up top. Halls. Tyler Halls has been outstanding in this one, working one-on-one. Osborne on him. Osborne working him over. Halls looking for some relief. There is none if Osborne's on you. Janke on the run. That's wide of the mark. Gets his own rebound. Janke and brings it off the iron. So a couple good chances, not able to capitalize, and now it's Osborne. Osborne pulls his way in. Cart, no more than a handful. Finds a trailer. Boyle lets it go, stopped. Rebound picked up Osborne. They'll reset with Orpana. Get the rest of the offense out there. Zorpana rolls around. That one steered aside Sprents. You're going to have to get in much closer than that to park one on Sprents today. We're to the final minute here. First half. It's been a dandy for the Express. Colin Matthews shake and bake. Crease, though, the call. And now Whitby going to look to try to answer quick. Crowley on the run. Quick shot in the corner. Big goal for the Whitby Steelhawks. It may not seem like a whole lot, but boy, that was big by Keegan Crowley. With 40 seconds left, as it is a Band-Aid solution right now, but you got to build on something. And The key now is to not give one up. So off the draw. No look pass. Estrat answers. So just what I said, don't give up a late goal. Penn Estrat on the fly. First of the game, 9th goal of the season. Comes with 28.7 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And whatever the Express seem to be doing is working. Off the draw, Halls left the ball behind. Got back up to another chance. Janke corner. Oh my. Goals 7 seconds apart as Janke in full stride down the far corner. 16th of the season for him. So there's going to be, Ryan Degerton's got some work to do, and we hope that his talk at halftime is extremely inspirational because they're going to need some work. The lowest goal total of the season for a half for these Whitby Steelhawks right now. Final 5 seconds. Janke on the run. He's going to go for it. Tried to go far corner, and 30 minutes have been impressive for the Brampton Express. 14-5. Fasten your seatbelt. We'll be back with the third. All set to go for third quarter action, and with a 14-5 lead for the Brampton Express, the defending champs will have their work cut out for them here in the final 30 minutes. So we'll see how they can start off. You don't become the champs for nothing, and they have been resilient so far in their first 8 games of this season. And off the draw, the Express now will control. They'll get first offensive touch here in the third. Things just seem to be going right for the Gray as Tebow will swing it back. They'll work it over to Sutherland. Looking for that shovel. 10 on the shot clock. Sutherland gets bumped out. Looking for Janke. They can't connect. Tebow had a notion, got knocked out. Now the Steelhawks are going to counter in transition with Woods. Woods runs into a double team. Woods now teetering on the line, and great job as pressure. And Horsley now. Horsley! So the start that the Express were hoping for, I'm not quite sure they designed it with Horsley, but Horsley steps into the mix and pockets his first of the game. I think if you're Ryan Degerton and the coaching staff for the Steelhawks, you're certainly not ranting and raving in that change room. You're just trying to get your team a little more motivated. They're just not doing the things they usually do very well. And that's just the way things work. Orpana working with Boyle. Boyle has a cutter. McGregor goes to the bounce, and that's just been the luck of the Steelhawks. That one goes bounce up into the pads and stays on the other side of the goal line. Butka isolated, trying to make a move. Good job by DeBrone all over him. Passes him off to Crowley. McNabb swinging across, working it to Ward. Ward looking for the flip. Ward ducks in. Ward almost feathered that in the far corner. And that's going to be a shot clock violation and will belong to the Steelhawks in the offensive end. So you ask yourself, if you are a coach, what do you tell your team at halftime? And I think the bottom line is that you tell them to just do the things that have gotten them here in the first 8 games. And go back to that. Simplify, and I'll tell you, having number 19 finally step up is huge for the Steelhawks. As Devin Pfeiffer in the goal-scoring column for the first time. He's got 19 in the season. So it took over 2 and a bit quarters for Pfeiffer to notch his first, and that's extremely unlike a season-low goals and a half. And you look at the Steelhawks, they average giving up against the opponents just over 11 goals a game. And you can see here that's already been obliterated with 15 and counting for these Brampton Express. Jones had a notion on the cut. Janke thought about it, but thought better of it. And look at inside. Sutherland! Beauty pass, and I don't even know how he hung on to that, as that pass was on the money. Sutherland closely guarded, but able to pick up his first. He's got 23 goals this season. And it seems like when Whitby does one thing, Brampton does 2. Just as good, and that's the way this game has gone so far. And I'm not quite sure, after these two played, their last meeting was in overtime. We thought things were going to be a little tighter, but you know what? Sometimes things just go your way, and you just want to make sure that that's the case. Of course, Brampton gave up a lead in that loss in overtime, and they feel like they need at least a 5-goal advantage against Whitby in the last minute. That's where they're at. McDonald, a good job on defense. Looking to move it up. Dumps it off, and he was looking for Searle, nothing doing. Crowley the other way. Boissonneau. Just haven't really seemed like they've had a good flow on offense, Whitby. Orpana, one-on-one. Looking to duck in. Janke on the switch. Boissonneau looking to get a step. Said he gets bumped out. Boissonneau worked over. 5 in the shot clock. Orpana right on. And that one stopped as Sprents has been a mainstay. Just a word of note, Will Johnston back in between the pipes for the Steelhawks as Ward on the run. That's a tough pass for anyone to handle. And loose, and the Steelhawks come away with it. Crowley teetering on that line. He'll look to try to create some space, but I tell you, Butka all over him and forces an errant rush pass, and it's Joe to Beam. Beam ducks in. And Janke going to run this one down and set it up on the right side. Hazen, an outstanding opening 30 minutes for him. Back to work on the right side. Draws a double team. Looks to do the swim move. Going to the net. Takes it hard. Hazen with all day to play around there on the doorstep, and he finds the mark. Fourth of the game for Hazen, and this by far his best offensive output, as he just sees everything he touches turns to gold. I do want to make a note that Brandon Hoshman is what I was calling him, but it's actually Hushman. So I just want to apologize for that. We got that all cleared up before game time, and Tyler, Kids in the Halls, now is going to send it back to Estrat. Estrat's going to slow it down. So Brampton's got a lot of luxury time here. They can work the shot clock down, get the best, highest percentage shot. Ward bounces off one, kicks it across. Quick shot on the bouncer, stop. As Johnston now will collect it, look for an outlet pass. He's got Pfeiffer up the middle. Pfeiffer over the timeline. We're under 10 minutes to go here in the third. Woods had that one go off a defender's leg and out of play. And I like that call because that was a late hit. And Duncan Carte with the extra E is going to go for the illegal cross-check. That's going to give the Steelhawks their third power play opportunity of the game. They're 2 for 2 with a man advantage. Send a shout out to Cole Hanrahan. I know it's a little snowy up your way. Young fella couldn't make it today. Sure your team could have used you. Osborne going to step around. Better angle comes from Pfeiffer. Instead, Beam with a big body right in front. Pfeiffer, though, he's going to take a good toe save. So Sprent's doing his thing. They'll work it back to the right side. Osborne, quick stick. That's right on by Keenan. 20 more now. Sprent's holding it down between the pipes for the Express. Osborne goes to the underhand. Too much under on that. And Pfeiffer now, that goes over the timeline, and possession belongs to the Express. Estrat. Minute 10 left in the Brampton penalty. So some time to burn here. Butka going to go for a bit of a run, dump it off Tebow right on that line. Has it knocked out, and a good stick check there gives it right back to Whitby. So Whitby, usually crisp on the line changes, just seem to be taking just a little bit longer than usual. Pfeiffer size it up, tries to gap it. Osborne. Orpana goes to the overhand. Good save, Sprents. Loose, McGregor fighting for it. Osborne there to bail him out, kicks it out, Pfeiffer. Swinging, Orpana has room, goes to the bounce. So I like what Orpana did there. He just collected himself nicely, didn't rush that shot, and laid it out on the carpet for his first of the game. Another power play goal. Of the 7, 3 of them for Whitby have come via the power play. And the lead still double-digit at 10. Off the draw. Steelhawks get it. Boissonneau will work it across, and they'll set it up on the half boards on the left. Pfeiffer, McDonald on him. Boissonneau lays the screen, nothing doing. Good hard hit. Boissonneau aired that one out. LeBar going to try to run it down, can't. Flip, Pfeiffer, underhand, right on Sprents. Fakes the outlet pass and lays it out for the speedster, and this time Osborne ran it down instead of Matthews. Good hustle by the captain, and it'll come back the other way with Woods. Boyle ducks in. Going for the shot. Sprents again, right spot. Rebound, tried to hockey it in. That was wide of the mark. Pfeiffer lets it go. 5-hole for the Fife Dog. So a good job on the quick release. Devin Pfeiffer saw the opening and saw Sprents was a little out of position and went right back to the 5-hole with a good bounce shot. Off the draw, Halls. He'll control. And they'll work it on over to Janke on the right. Ward. Sutherland with a good push on the roll. Gets taken down on a good stick check. Ball loose. Steelhawks pick it up. And a good job to leg it over the timeline. Hushman bounces off one. Hushman taken down. Gets up. Goes to the bounce. Another bounce stopped by Sprents. So Hushman and McGregor all over the doorstep. And now McGregor and Janke, I wouldn't exactly call them the two heavyweights in the league, but with that said, that will take us to our officials' timeout. All right. We get set to go here. McGregor and Janke will spend a couple minutes in the box. Coincidental roughing minors. And possession will belong to the Express now in Sunderland. Sutherland swims his way past one, kicks it back out, working with McNabb and Ward. Ward on the turn, has room. Ward tried to take something off. Again, went sidearm, loose behind the net. McNabb pinned there, fighting for it. McNabb somehow almost came away with it. Instead, Crowley battling for it, still loose. Tebow helping the cause. It gets knocked around there, and pulling his way in was Hamley, and I think that was an excellent call as Hamley came rushing right in there and laid down the lumber. Ball was still loose, so Hazen will inbounds on the right side, working one-on-one. They may need to decide to go with some sort of double team on that side. Off the post, McNabb takes a funny hop off the carpet, and it's run down by Searle. Great work by the Express, as it's not often you see Whitby outworked. Ward, that one steered aside. Good save by Johnston. Swing around Hazen. Hazen lets it go. That's in the breadbasket. Good save and quick outlet will send away the Steelhawks. Hamley ran into McDonald, didn't see him. Keenan there to help the cause. Osborne one-on-one with LeBar. Osborne gets a step. Shovel tried to tuck it, but sprints. And a quick pass, McNabb. Short hop. McNabb bouncer finish. Oh, beauty hands, Jake McNabb. Took that low pass on the shorty short hop and worked the bounce to perfection. Fourth of the game for McNabb. And he has brought it here today, as have the rest of the Express. I tell you, the thing is that when you're playing the Steelhawks, if you're up 10, they're still in striking distance. That one just a little too much, as looks like we will have a slashing call, I believe. So it is a slash. It's going to Matt Boissonneau. I tell you, Boissonneau couldn't have taken any longer to get to that penalty box. Third power play of the game for the Express. They've already notched 2 power play markers. Hazen airs that one out, but Ward runs it down. 10 seconds left in the coincidentals. That one right on. Sutherland, good shot, but Johnston, good movement to make the save. Tebow has room, underhand, had the short side, but couldn't find the mark. Hazen, kick out. Sutherland, top corner. Sutherland from Hazen. And that's going to go down as another power play goal. Second of the game for Zach Sutherland. Give Austin Hazen some credit, as good as he's feeling putting that ball in the net. Great job to find a wide open teammate and go for the higher percentage shot. So just over 4.5 minutes to play here in the third, and the defending champions have looked a little rattled, a bit discombobulated here. As Estrat now. Brampton controlling in the offensive end again. Ward, one-on-one with DeBrone. Ward, flip pass to Halls, and Halls gets taken down. And if it's going to happen, chances are Mark DeBrone somewhere in the vicinity, as he has, though, been on his best behavior today. Express looking to turn the corner. Butka tucks it in the far corner. Well, there's not a whole lot you can do in this Brampton Express, as obviously the train has left the track. First of the game for Butka. And they have just picked up steam They led 6-2 after one, 14-5 at the half. It's now 19-8. Sorry, 20-8. And this against a team that has only allowed an average of 11 goals against per game in their first 8 games. Janke, good job of ducking in. He's going to turn it the other way over the timeline. Sutherland's going to spread that offense out nice and wide. Butka's going to fill out on that right side. Sutherland, Crowley chasing him. 5 on the shot clock. Ward, again, trying to work that far side. That's going to be a shot clock violation, and here come the Steelhawks. York. Woods ducks in, dives, but a great job by Sprents. Kept that stick perfectly placed and made the save. And now Brampton over the timeline. Ward. He'll scoot into some open carpet and give way to Hazen. Hazen's got McNabb with him. McNabb from way out. Tebow had his sights on it. That's going to be an over and back call. And Boissonneau now 2-on-1. Dumps it across. And Hamley's stone cold right there on the doorstep. Boissonneau bails out his teammate. Going to be a tough hop as Osborne plays it perfectly. Dump it back down, and Hamley 1-on-1. McNabb on him. Down low. Boissonneau bounced by 2. Shot clock violation. Brampton doing everything right now. And there's nothing easy coming for the defending champs here today. Sutherland trying to skirt off a defender. We're under 2 minutes now left in this third quarter. Sutherland has room. He's going to take that. Saved by Johnston. Ball loose now. Kick back and in the crease. Good job to be in the crease to get that. And now Whitby will try again. Orpana. Boyle looking to roll. Good hard shot, but right on. He'll try to track down his own rebound. Medeiros, though, slides into the opening. Whitby has it now, fresh 20. Pfeiffer. Osborne trailing out late. Fife. Kick. Orpana. Hasn't been able to get his shot off. Dumps it down. 3 on the shot clock. Quick shot right on. Again, some more good defense as we head into the final minute of play here of the third. Butka trying to turn the corner. Clancy on him. Dumps it off. McNabb helps him out. 1-on-1 on Boissonneau. McNabb blows by him, but too much bounce on the ounce by Jake McNabb. Quick pass ahead. Here come the Steelhawks. Woods. Wrapped up. Woods top corner. So a big one as Nate Woods pockets his second of the game, 16th of the season. And with 37.3 seconds left here in the third, still a long way to go for these Steelhawks to get back in this one. Off the draw, Brampton, Halls, has Estrad. Halls finds the mark. So you can see the frustration on the faces of the Steelhawks because every time they do something, Brampton seems to have an answer. Second of the game for Halls. .28 seconds remaining here in this quarter off the draw. Boissonneau usually has his way in that circle, but not today. Hauls again. Brampton, they're going to hold it now for the final shot. Up 21-9. 10. Ward skips it. 5. Quick shot, Janky, right on, and Whitby's going to let this one play out. We've played 3 quarters, 21-9. The Express rolling along. Final 15 minutes here, unless the defending champs are able to climb this mountain off the draw. Keenan, wrong stick side, and his angles were limited. And Sprents was only giving up what he had to and made the save. Noah Labar will quickly send that away, and the offense with Sutherland back to work for the Express. So the question will be now is, can Brampton put together and continue to put together this fourth quarter? Jones wraps up Morgan. Morgan still scores. So great job by Robert Morgan as he fought off a smaller defender and was able to get that shot off. There was a delayed penalty coming, but that's been nullified on a good goal by Morgan. So going forward, you have to, and this game, of course, never over till it's over in this sport. But if you are Brampton and you're able to hang on here and hand the Steelhawks their first loss of the season, that could be something that pays dividends later in the season. Be interesting to see how this one plays out, and then the remainder of the story. Janky looking to duck in. Screen and roll, work with McNabb, kick across, feathered again by Ward as he took something off and found that far corner. So Curtis Ward continues to do his thing, 4th of the game. Just a look ahead to tomorrow, the Oshawa Outlaws are in action against the Peterborough Timbermen. That a big game for both those teams. The Six Nations Snipers will be in Toronto, 2 teams riding 3-game losing streaks. They've got identical 3-5 records, so a win a must for either of those two. Osborne curls out. Then on Sunday, it'll be the Ohsweken Bears, fresh off their first win of the season. They are in action and will be hosting the Paris River Wolves, who I tell you have certainly found their groove of late. They are playing some fine lacrosse, and that should be a good affair. That, of course, Sunday at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the Six Nations of the Grand River. In the meantime, between time, Hazen working 1-on-2. Flip to Sutherland, not able to connect. Hushman battling for it, can't win the battle. That's through the crease, though. And it's going to belong to the Steelhawks. Whitby able to easily get it over the timeline, and they'll set things up on the left. Pfeiffer. McDonald on him. Pass off. Beam now with 10 on the shot clock. York curling. Quick shot and slid through. So looks like McGregor is going to pocket another tally for him, his first of the game. That'll close the gap just a tiny bit. So you look at the two aspects. If you're a coach, you look at what does your team do in that first quarter to get things pointed in the right direction. So how you open the game equally as important as how you close it. And now the closing stage is here with a quarter to play. Osborne, that's going to be a penalty called, and an easy one as they hang on for it for a fresh 20. Net empty, Pfeiffer. He's got time. York filters out late. That Caro, man, not quite sure what Pfeiffer was doing with that. But that's going to be Whitby's fourth power play opportunity. They are currently 3 for 3. So their power play has been outstanding. They just haven't had very many of them. And problem is, 5-on-5, the Express have been outstanding. So we talked off the top about this one being on paper and even a fair, and two top teams in the Arenalacrosse League certainly didn't go as expected. Great save by Sprents. He's been the guy, the difference here in this game. And he's made some key stops for Brampton. We thought this was going to be another tight affair after the first quarter, but certainly not the case. But Keaton adds to his case, another power play goal for the Steelhawks, 4 for 4. Second of the game for Luke Keaton. And I know it's Super Bowl weekend, but it's pretty hard to say if you get to within 10, it's only 2 scores and you're back in it. Not like that here. Off the draw. Pfeiffer, one-on-one. Trailing was Woods. Couldn't connect. Keenan bails him out. Pfeiffer takes that shot. Good toe save made by Sprents. That one as man in the crease, but it's a Brampton player, and that shot goes up, and that didn't touch anyone. It belongs to Brampton. Chance here, Janke. Off the post. Budka with a subtle bump. Knocks it back. Got to keep it on this side of the line, and he does. Morgan lays it down the lumber there as Budka gets a few, and it's dumped off and picked in, and it's Matthews on the receiving end from Janke. Great ball movement by the Express. First of the game for Colin Matthews, and they have done an excellent job at finding their teammates, finding the open man, deferring the shot from way out for something a little closer, and that has worked as they have racked up 23 goals against the defending champs who sit a perfect 8-0. Off the draw, Halls. Estrat. Sutherland has done a good job orchestrating, as has McNabb. McNabb, haven't seen a whole lot of them in this second half, and they haven't needed them. 5 on the shot clock. That one, top corner. Tebow gathers it. He'll have a chance to let it go. That one goes off a defender, and that will be possession to the Steelhawks. Into the final 10 minutes here of this fourth quarter. Lance Wynn working alongside JVI Productions. As always, McGregor gets a step. Pfeiffer rolls off Janke. Twister off the post. Ball loose, and now Orpana will work with 20 more, has some room. Goes to the sidearm, wide of the mark. Almost scooped up. Lamar knocked it away. So no reset, 10 on the shot clock. Pfeiffer, a little shake and bake. That one steered aside by Sprents. Matthews runs it down, and a quick pass sends away the Express. Ward. No look pass. Hazen off the crossbar. Good stick check by Hazen as he worked over Crowley, but Crowley did a good job to hang on to it. And that's an 8-second count. So good defense, good forechecking by the Express to regain possession. Sutherland has room and put a little too much on that, as that will go up the other way. So it'll be interesting certainly to see how things shape up here in week 9. Already a bit of a surprise, although we knew this game was going to go one way or the other, going to be a pivotal game for either of these teams. Orpana goes to the bounce, and good job by Sprents, had that one in the knee guard, in the leg guard, and now it's going to be McDonald. Trevor McDonald, like his work ethic, he's out early on taking some shots, working on his game, and for whenever he gets an opportunity to play some offense, tough customer, but he brings a little more to the table than just that. Sutherland, wide of the mark. So he shakes his head. Quick pass up, and it's Weller. Weller right to the bounce. And a good job there as Morgan going all the way in, and him and McDonald are so it looks like they're both going to go. I see Morgan for goaltending interference, and I see McDonald for that cross check. I don't think either of them warranted anything major. Officials are going to get together and certainly clarify this. It'll be Crew Chief Joel Furman. So a 5 and a 2 is the call. So roughing, the major goes to Trevor McDonald. So it'll be another power play opportunity for the Whitby Steelhawks. So it's a 4-on-4 scenario here. And that'll go on for the first 2 minutes until the minor is done. Osborne pressing the issue. Pfeiffer not able to get his shot off. Good defense by Beam. Kick back out York. Swing around Orpana. Nothing doing. Great rotation by the defense of the Express. Orpana in traffic. Osborne head down. Osborne wide of the mark. Pfeiffer trying to bail him out. 7.5 to go here. Kick. Orpana's shot right on. Stop. Right at the shot clock buzzer. Now Labar will take his time, get it over that timeline, and Ward now. McNabb out there in this shorthanded scenario. Tebow stepped into one. That was right on. And now quick pass ahead. Boycino on the run. Boycino. Too many on the floor is going to be the call. Boycino, kick over. Quick stick. Great save, Sprents. So I think if you're the Express, you're going to get tagged with if you're Whitby, I think you may get tagged with, let me rephrase that. That's going to be Brampton, too many on the floor, and that is the call. So with just under 7 minutes to play, 2 in the box for the Express, and we'll play some 4-on-3, so lots of room out there. No look quick, and a good job by Sprents to get over and cover that short side. Hard to argue when McGregor's laying in that crease area. And now McDonald puts on the brakes. He'll get it over to Halls. Halls. So Brampton got to be careful here. They get another penalty. Well, there's 2 in the box. That'll be an automatic penalty shot. Hall's going to go for a run and dump it. Final 12 seconds here of the first penalty. And now Orpana. That one right on, spreads. So the first penalty over. Brampton has it with Estrat. He's going to try to weave his way over that timeline. Good pass to Horsley. Good teamwork there to get it over the timeline. Horsley going for a run. So it's a 5-on-3 now for the Steelhawks. Horsley trying to burn some minutes here, some seconds. It's picked up now in Weller. Pfeiffer, Osborne. Keenan, underhand. That one stopped by Sprents as he has closed the door. Lofts one up. Estrat going to run under that. Osborne on him. Instead, it's going to be Keenan. Keenan had a notion. Osborne down on the crease. We're under 5 minutes to go here. One penalty over and didn't matter. As a good job by Orpana. Finally found the back of the net. That's his second of the game. So if you don't look at the score and you look here and take a look at the power play opportunities, 5 power play goals by these Steelhawks, 3 by the Express. The only problem is there have been 33 goals total in this game. So a majority of them have come 5-on-5. Cart with the extra E, working into the offensive end. And now you're into the final 5 minutes. If you're Brampton, now you're working clock. Swinging around with 10 on the shot clock. Butka, kick it back out. He'll let it go and had his sights on that far corner. That goes off of Johnston, and that will give Brampton another 20 seconds. Ward. He has been rock solid in this game. Great ducking move. Lets that go and stopped by Johnston. Boissonneau ahead of the pack. Matthews matched them speed for speed. Good defense there. Boissonneau ducks in. Gets wrapped up, taken down, but got the shot off, but an easy save. And that hit there, I think that may have rattled Janke as he took that hit off the shoulder. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Hazen, under 3.5. Hushman on him. Matthews trying to bait it in. That pass right inside to Estrat. And his shovel attempt he knew was going to be half-hearted. Didn't matter. Final 10 seconds of the McDonald Major. Pfeiffer. And Pfeiffer finds the mark. Of course, Devin's brother Parker will be in action tomorrow as the Monarchs try to get back to their winning ways when they take on the Six Nations Snipers. That will, of course, be at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center, 2 p.m. start. If you happen to be out on the east side of things, Children's Arena, the Outlaws and the Timbermen will do battle. And big game for the Outlaws. I think the Timbermen are in good shape standing-wise, but the Outlaws have been up and down. That one picked off. Pfeiffer, good save, Sprents. Good job by LeBar not to pick up a penalty there. Osborne, wrong stick side, creates some space. That right on. And if you wonder why I keep emphasizing stick side, that limits your angles. If you're on your wrong stick side, it takes away part of that net. Ward, twister right on. Johnston, great job to close out that side. Weller Gets it up. Orpana rolls off one, looks inside, and Woods bodied off that into the 2-minute warning now. McNabb. He's going to pull that right back out. They'll keep it on the outside. Sutherland working with Tebow. Tebow on the run, and that one finds its way through. So, not quite sure whether that's going to be classified a power play goal or not. But with McDonald just coming out, and so Brampton has done a whole lot right here, and if you were looking for that 5-goal advantage with a minute and change left, and they certainly have that here and now, and we're a minute and a half away from the defending champs being saddled with their first loss of this season. Coming in 8-0. The Express 5-3, but they had been playing some outstanding lacrosse. Matthews tiptoes around, has numbers. Do they want to go for it? Kick it right back out, and I think they'll hold on to it as McDonald went down, and now's the time the officials will keep an eye on things. Make sure that nothing gets out of hand as we're into the final minute. McDonald trying to swim his way past Clancy. Great fake. McDonald diving, and nothing doing as he came up empty. And I tell you, no one in a Whitby uniform appreciated that, but that was a tricky move by Trevor McDonald. Pfeiffer, 40 seconds left. Just a reminder, Sunday, Boyle rings one off the crossbar. Sunday, the Paris River Wolves and the Oswego Bears. That at the ILA. Final 20 seconds. And if you're Halls now, you're just going to go for a run and let this one wind down. So that's going to be it as the unbeaten season for the Whitby Steelhawks is no more. They will fall to 8-1. The Brampton Express with the win. They will up their record to 6-3. 24-14 the final here. On behalf of JVI Productions, the Arenalacrosse League, I'm Lance Wynn. We'll see you next time.